It is the Nighttime Friendly on Newstalk 1010 CFRB, and we're going to talk about gadgets this half hour. In a second, we'll talk about computers and cameras and stuff like that, but we're happy to have in the studio with us right now Reed Barber, who is with Rogers. He's the Director of New Product Launch. Reed, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Jim.
You brought us all sorts of different they're I guess, all in the cell phone family, but technology-wise, Rogers seems to be leading the way when it comes to developing and introducing new products in Canada. Why is that?
Well, it's been our focus to be innovative, and one of our main drivers is to keep launching data and services and voice services and put us on the leading edge of technology.
Yeah, and so you're the only one in Canada with the capability of GSM, correct?
Yeah, we're the only GSM carrier in Canada. That's correct.
And what does that mean to somebody who just has a cell phone and uses it for phoning people and maybe doesn't take pictures and all that kind of stuff?
Well, GSM is the most popular cellular technology in the world today. So, for example, all the GSM carriers in Europe, so if you take your Rogers cell phone to Europe, very, very easy to roam. You get virtually all your services when you're in Europe.
Okay. Now, one of the new things that I know I've gotten a couple of phone calls about recently is the SpinVox, which is a neat technology. It allows people to, if I called you and I left you a rather lengthy message, and everybody's carrying a BlackBerry these days, the voicemail is transcribed into text. Is that what it does?
That's exactly what it does. So I have an example here in my BlackBerry Curve. That's a message my wife just lent me.
Yep.
Maybe you can read that off.
Hey, Reed, this is Wendy. Just wishing you luck on the Jim Richards Show tonight. Thank you, and bye-bye. So this was a voicemail that is instantly transcribed through SpinVox onto BlackBerries or...
Any phone that can accept SMS, which is all of our phones. So essentially what happens is...
So that works on a text message too?
Yeah, I have it on this other phone as well with me. So any text message capable phone can receive a SpinVox message. So essentially what happens, my wife left me a voicemail. We took that voicemail, converted it to text, and sent it to a text message to my phone.
And so how do you, and Rogers is the only one that offers this in Canada?
There is one other carrier that offers this in Canada, but we're the only national carrier in Canada that launches this service.
So this is a service that you have to sign up through the carrier, and it's not necessarily, when you hear SpinVox, it sounds like it's something that you actually have to, tack onto your phone.
So the name is Voicemail to Text, powered by SpinVox.
Yeah.
SpinVox is the company we partner with that does all the voicemail to text conversion. So they provide the technology that makes it possible.
Okay, so this is, gets you out of a lot of trouble when your cell phone's ringing and you can just look at your BlackBerry. That's pretty neat technology, and that's brand new, right?
We launched that last week.
Yep.
It's available today in BC and Ontario, and by the end of the month, we'll have it in Quebec and the Maritimes, and in January, we'll be launching in Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba.
And how popular has it been in the first week?
We've gotten tremendous response so far with that service. We had about 300 people on a trial for about 3 or 4 months. And I've been on that trial as well. In 3 or 4 months, I've actually probably dialed in and listened to my voicemail twice.
Yeah.
So is it because the text conversion is so accurate that you usually get, if it isn't 100%, it's about 95%.
Because so often you're left a voicemail, somebody leaves you a phone number and they don't speak slowly enough and you have to listen to it 2 or 3 times to get that phone number down. Now you can just scroll through your text or your emails and you got it right there.
I can actually just click on the phone number inside the text message and make a call immediately too. So it's a very, very good time-saving productivity tool. And like I said, we've got some funny stories from the trial, actually. One of the guys at work, people don't check their voicemail as quickly or as urgently as I guess they should. So he hadn't checked his voicemail in a couple of days. He got a voicemail from the CEO, say, call me back right away. So we did call him back, and he kind of made up, sorry, I just was out of the office, something like that. We put him on the SpinVox trial. The first message he got was from the CIO. And he returned the call within like 5 minutes, and the CEO goes, hey, that's more like it. That's what I want to see out of you.
That's pretty good. Yeah. So that's going to be helpful there. Now, the other one that we see on TV a lot is, I think this is the one that I'm holding right now. It's the LG, it's the video cell phone. So
correct.
You need to know somebody else who actually has a video cell phone, and you can call them. And that's pretty amazing, where they can actually see you talk to them.
Yes, we're the only
carrier. That's the Jetsons right there.
It is the Jetsons, and that's what people say when they see it. We're the only carrier in North America that's launched this service. Essentially, you explained it correctly. It's you and I can have a video conversation. So we have the LG Shine. I have another phone, the Samsung A706 that we launched. We have another, a TU500. So we're rolling out more and more video-capable phones. So again, if you and I have the same video-capable phone, we can carry on a video conversation. It's really cool.
Now, if somebody isn't smart enough to be with Rogers and they have another phone, can you talk within networks?
Yeah, so what happens, if you try to make a video call and the phone you're calling is on another network that doesn't support it, it'll just go through as a voice call.
Yeah. Okay, so somebody will be talking. Now, you can obviously use that video phone for normal phone calls, too, for to talk to other people, right?
Yeah, the LG Shine, it has music, it has video, it has audio streaming, it has video streaming. It's a very full feature. It's one of our Vision phones. Vision's our 3G HSPA network, fastest network in Canada.
Now, everybody talks about iPods, but we talked off the air about the capability of so many cell phones now to hold music. And MP3 players, for whatever reason, haven't been as maybe popular as iPods. This one, the Sony Ericsson one, this is 8 gigs.
Correct. That's the 8 gig Sony Ericsson 580.
And how many songs? And you can watch movies on that thing, too?
You can stream movies, and you can look at live TV as well on this phone, yes. So it's got 8 gigs of memory, so you can hold thousands and thousands of songs on this phone. Yeah,
that's pretty amazing. I mean, the technology here that we have right in front of us is, I mean, everybody, it's been the sexy thing in the news, the iPhone, but the technology in these other phones is probably as advanced as the technology in that. It just doesn't come with that sexy name.
That's a very accurate statement. Yes.
Yeah. So what else do we have in front of us? This is
That's the HTC Touch.
And tell us about that one.
So that's one of our Windows Mobile devices. We launched a large range of Windows Mobile. So Windows Mobile is the operating system. So, obviously Microsoft builds that operating system. Very easy to integrate with your email, download attachments, and view pictures. It's a great device. This
I don't know how I would explain this. This is just, it looks like just a screen, but it's a cell phone as well?
Yeah, it's called the HTC Touch. So it has a touch screen. So you can either use a stylus or use your finger to move around the pictures or look at your email or dial.
It's a really amazing product. People, if they're ever in a Rogers shop, should at least pick it up and try to get somebody to give them an example, because what it is a big picture on the front, and you can scroll through it, the pictures, just by wiping your hand across the front of the screen. And, wow, that's pretty amazing. Yeah, this is a neat piece of technology that is probably as fancy as anything that's out there. But I mean, we're at an interesting time now where there's so many new developments. If you blink your eye, there's going to be something that next week. Now let's talk about. You brought up BlackBerry too. That's the Curve, right?
This is the BlackBerry Curve. This is our latest BlackBerry device.
Now, is there anything that a BlackBerry can't do? It's got camera in it. Do they carry music as well?
Yes, the BlackBerries, this has a music player within it, so you can sideload music to it, or you can download music over the air from the Rogers Music Store as well.
Yeah. Is there any, I mean, almost everybody has a BlackBerry now. Is there anything that's going to, I mean, are we all going to be carrying one of those things at one point?
It seems to look that way, doesn't it? But they're really becoming a full-featured device. They're not just for business people anymore. More and more consumers are purchasing them, using them for PDAs, using them for email. We have various plans that make it very affordable for like the everyday consumer to use it for their email.
Yeah, I used to think that the phone, even though the phone might be expensive for some people, I thought, they're going to really get you on the bill. But the bill now, they've come down so much in terms of the pricing of the plans.
Yeah, we've got a variety of plans that fit most people's needs. Back to the BlackBerry, my wife is not a very technical person at all. She has a Pearl, loves it. Wouldn't let me take it away from her BlackBerry Pearl, which is a bit smaller device than this, without the full QWERTY keyboard, but it works very, very well.
All right. I like this. I like all of these, but the SpinVox, that's probably the best piece of technology. Reed, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you, Jim.
It's pretty neat. And if anybody has any questions, the website is
www.rogers.com.
Yeah, or drop by your favorite Rogers. All these things are cutting-edge technology, and Rogers, the only company that's bringing it to you. All right, when we come back, we're going to continue to talk about gadgets for Christmas, and we'll talk about to some people at Future Shop about cameras and flat screens and a bit more in a second here on the Nighttime Friendly.